Today's the day, guys. Today's the day. We are working with villagers today, finally. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 11 of our 1.19 Let's Play. So what that means for us today is we are going to set up the first couple of our villager houses in this little village area that we have set aside, and we are going to have to set up some kind of zombie conversion center. So I'm not going to convert every single villager, just the farmers, because that'll be our main source of emeralds, and probably the masons. And those are going to be the two that we set up today. We might make a couple librarians as well, because it would be nice to get efficiency 5 and things like that. Oop, there was an enderman in here. And so, but we'll see how far we get. There's going to be a lot of in-between clip stuff going on, since I'm going to have to give all the villagers their jobs and stuff like that. So this episode will probably be quite the chore to make, but I am so excited, guys, because I've been looking forward to this for a while, and I'm sure you guys have too, because I've been teasing it for a while. So let's start by checking on our iron supply, because we are going to need quite a bit of iron for a lot of the workstations, so we definitely need to check on this. Oh my, this is doing great. This is what I had set aside before, so this is everything that it has made since I fixed the farm. So I would say I definitely fixed it, because it hasn't broken yet. So just keep that in mind in your own worlds. If you build this same iron farm, these blocks need to be solid. Otherwise, you will have quite a few issues. So I've set aside a lot of the blocks that I plan on using, and they're in these chests here. Now, this is not an exact count of any of them, because I don't know exactly what these are going to look like. So I've been messing around a lot in creative, and just messing around with all kinds of interesting styles and builds and things like that. So what I'm going to do is just build from scratch here in this world, but definitely taking inspiration from what I've done in creative so far. So I kind of have the idea of what kind of blocks and things I'm going to use. So I've just gathered everything here, so I just have everything where I need it. That way I can have a seamless time lapse when I'm just making stuff up as I go. The first step that we are going to take is figuring out what we're going to do for our zombie conversion center, because I think everything else will kind of stem off of that. So I definitely don't want these rails here anymore. I think what we want to do is we pick up the villagers and then send them right back down. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So then they can just come down here, and then all of our zombie things will be underground. In fact, it'll probably be quite a bit underground, so we have all the room that we need to work with and not run into any of our other builds. So I'm just going to go ahead and dig this out, and then we can figure out where we want everything after that. Okay, so let me show you what I've got. We go through here, and the entrance is now down through this way. So we can just follow our scaffolding down, and this is what we have so far. So what we need to do is decorate it just a little bit. I'm not doing anything fancy here. I'm just gonna make sure there's like nice blocks for the floors and walls and ceiling, etc. So the villagers come down here like we've had, and then go through here where the zombie will convert them, and then I will have rails going around here, and then I can have maybe 3 or 4 sitting here, and we can cure them all at once, and then from there we'll send them off to wherever they need to go. Now, I have not figured out yet where like the output for this will be, probably somewhere through this wall, but that's going to be interesting, because I don't know where this is all going to lead out from. This was not the way to get out. Oh, it's nighttime? Maybe we should try to get our zombie. It's all down here, so it'll come out somewhere up here, and I don't know, it could get complicated. We'll have to see. For now, let's try to get our zombie. Come on, dude. There we go. Oh, darn it. The heck? Okay, that sort of kind of didn't work, but okay. We got him in now. He can't get out. And he is most definitely not going to despawn, because he has a helmet on and he has a trapdoor. So we should be all good there. But now I'm going to have to turn off hostile mob sounds, or this is going to get really loud. So I'm going to fill in the ceiling here with the bricks, and this last bit of wall here. Okay, so we've got the zombie here in his place. I'm going to just have to reassemble this part, because I want to put nicer blocks here. I'm going to use chiseled stone bricks. I think that's going to look just smashing, like so. We will put glass here, because it's definitely annoying if the zombie can catch sight of you, and yeah, anyway, so we will be adding glass. Okay, so this is pretty much all set up. All we need to do now is just get a little spot over here, and we also need to add some lighting. I might just stick with the torches, even though I usually try to stay away from torches, just because this is a zombie conversion center, so it is going to be a little grungy, and I kind of like that. All right, so do you work? Yes, okay, you work fantastic. We, theoretically speaking, are ready to send our first villagers through. This may take a little bit of trial and error, as stuff does when I try to make it up as I go, but hopefully the villagers will come down, stop here, where I can hopefully get them to take a job, in which case then I can lock in their trade and send them on. And I can put like chests and stuff back here as like storage for extra things I'm going to need for this process. But this should work, so I think we need to get ready to test it out, because then while the first batch of villagers is curing, we can get started on our houses upstairs. Why don't we take that away first though. Now of course we're going to need our potions. These will come in very handy. We'll let the first batch go out and then come back for them in just a few minutes. Because of course we are going to need gunpowder and make them splash potions, and then we should be all set to get the first batch out. Awesome, and now armed with potions and golden apples and all kinds of stuff to trade with our villagers, we can get started. First one is off. Wow, see, he made it down here perfectly. And now the trick is to see if he'll take the job here. Yes, he does. Okay, carrots is good. Now, I don't know why this does this. So, oh wow, that was quick. So I know you're supposed to give the zombie a sword. I thought that that had something to do with how fast it cured the zombie, but that seemed to do just fine. And then I will send this guy along and put him in a row. Let's get the next one. Oh, you know what? I didn't trade with him. Darn it. Lock in your trade. Well, that worked like a charm. We've got 4 of them here, and let's... Okay, hopefully that got all of them. Yes, 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 and yes. Awesome! They're all working now. While they cure up, let's go ahead and build them a little house. So we had some technical difficulties, and all of the time-lapse footage from these 2 buildings that we just did, that was lost. So I am going to give you guys a real treat. I am going to build a 3rd building, probably for librarians, not sure yet. That's way more progress than I was planning on getting done today, but for you guys, we're gonna do it. And there we have it, folks. Look how nice these turn out. I think they're adorable. We've got this little street. And, oh, okay, let me back up and show you. You can walk down the street, and we've got this little staircase here, and there's houses on either side. And we will eventually expand all into this valley and have a bunch of little houses for all of our villagers. And I just think it is so cute. And when we're all done, we're going to have this little village, and it's going to be adorable. So we've got to work on the details inside of these houses just a little bit. So I'm thinking in here we will have a sort of work area / living area. And we can put a table here. Like that. And the beds we can lay in here. And I think maybe the 3rd one there. And then I think we can make the last one into a couch with little end tables there in there. Well, that'll be cute. And then we can put decorations and stuff on there. And then they can get a table there as well. And I think we'll leave one out of here because it'll block this guy's bed too much. But yeah, and then we can add a green carpet to match the beds. With a little bit of black sprinkled in. Oh, that's cute. Kind of looks like a snake. I don't know that that's very farmery, but hey, we'll go with it. got stairs leading up into here where we will put their workstations. A trapdoor in between for tables. Now, of course, we're going to need some lighting in here, so we'll just add a little lantern. Super cute. I like it. And maybe we'll add one just hanging right in the middle here. And a plant for our table. And then, of course, some hanging plants because why not? And I think we'll add one more in here as well. That is adorable. Maybe in the corner as well. I can't help myself. Can't stop myself. Super cute. I love it. Okay, so I've done the interiors and I'm so excited to show you guys what I've done. So inside the farmer house, we have an extremely cozy little living area, and we've got pictures on the wall and sleeping quarters back there and a work area back in this little room. Then down here we have the mason's work area. Now we've got this little porch that they can't get out of as far as I can tell. And this is their kiln and their work area. We've got glazed terracotta and bricks and smooth stone and all kinds of stuff for them to work on. This back here, I imagine like a little vent, and then they have their little living area. I don't think the villagers can really use all of the bunk beds, but that's fine. They should still be fine. I really like this area though. And then finally, we have the library. This is probably my least favorite one out of them all. The space was just a little awkward to work with, but I still think it's cute. We have their living area here and a sort of work area / second bedroom back here. So that is all of the houses done now. And I think the farmer one is definitely my favorite, but they're all pretty darn cute. But now I have one more thing to do. I would like to put banners here, and I think eventually we'll have banners strung throughout our little town all over the place, across buildings and all sorts of stuff. But we're going to start with just this one spot right now. But we have to make our banners up first. So I brought a loom out. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. We're going to start with the orange banner. There, and now we have that, and we can make a blue one to go with it real quick. Like so. Yep, and now we can copy these. I think we need maybe 3 of each. I might be a bit overdoing it. I don't know, we'll see. Gosh, that's adorable. I love it. I think we're gonna have to add some strings to these guys eventually, but for right now, until we figure out what we're doing with our path, I'm gonna leave it. We will, of course, be making a street, like a proper path that goes through this area. Oopsie daisies. But I'm not sure what I want to make it out of yet. So you guys have to let me know. What do you think would look good as a roadblock or mixture of blocks? Oh my goodness. This shovel's a little too fast for me. But yeah, I don't have a great idea of what to do for a path. I would like to make it an actual path because this area is supposed to be more like a village, like a proper village, rather than how the rest of our little area is just like my work area. So I would like this to have a proper path, and I don't know what blocks to use. Well, no, I would say that it's definitely time to move these villagers into their new homes. Okay, we need to figure out an output for the system, and I think let's just dig straight up through here and just see where it comes out. I actually think it'll come out at a pretty okay spot, and then we can just cover it up with dirt. Oh, well, maybe not quite okay. We can make a turn halfway through. I think this will work, at least for now. All right, and then getting our rail system in place. And then I think we'll just put them right through the front door for now. Right, so the track's done, and now we can move the villagers inside. Just give you guys a little push, and they're off. Right, so now everybody's inside, and we can just replace the door and the gate, and we can be all set to get them out of their minecarts. We will start with this guy because I need him to go take a job. Can you just... Thank you. Wheat. You have carrots. Wheat. I want him to be a carrot dude, so we'll just break that. And the last one out of their minecart. There, now everybody is all set. We can replace our carpet. See, this is a problem because now they're going to be constantly trying to get out. They can't get out, obviously, but that might be kind of annoying. Well, we'll just leave them and see how they do. There, our first house is now occupied. Now it's just time to wait for these guys to cure and then we can move them. In the meantime, we can trade up with some of these guys and get their trades all mastered up. Oh my goodness, this was unforeseen. We must have been spawning iron golems in here. Look! And I guess maybe they were suffocating on one of these blocks. That's the only thing I can think of or how they died. I don't really want iron golems in my buildings. We're gonna have to figure this one out. Alright, with all of our villagers in place, we can cover up this hole and it'll be like it was never there, and we can open it up again when we need to. Okay. Oh dear. Iron golems, no! I didn't think about this, but they're probably going to mess with my iron farm. Oh dear. Well, anyway, we have all of our masons in place. I've begun to trade up with them, and they've actually got some pretty good terracotta trades, which, as I'm working with a lot of terracotta, that's quite nice. We have our librarians in here. We only have 4, so we have a silk touch, a unbreaking 3, a mending, and I think, where did the last guy go? He must be back here somewhere. Oh, yeah. There's an efficiency 3. I tried and tried for ages to get efficiency 4, and it was just not happening. So I settled with efficiency 3, and we can always try again another time, but for now, I am happy with that, and we can work with that. So I've been doing some thinking, and I think it is high time that we start to get ready for the dragon fight. Now, I'm not going to be fighting him in the next episode or anything like that, but I definitely think that we need to take steps to get closer to reaching that goal. Now, it's not the end goal of our series, but I'm definitely ready for some wings. It's a lot easier to get around, and it's just a lot of fun, and exploring is a lot more fun with wings on. So we need to work towards that goal. One thing we need is definitely to get some netherite armor. That is a big help when fighting the dragon. The extra protection is a big deal. And then the other thing we need is to get a better sugarcane farm and a gunpowder farm. I probably will build a creeper farm rather than a regular mob spawner, mainly because I feel that mob spawners are pretty ugly and they're hard to cover up as something pretty, so I think we'll go with a creeper farm. But today, I think we can get started with mining with some beds, because we have all of that wool, and that was why we built that wool farm to begin with. So before we head to the nether, hello sir, let's take one more look around the village, and you guys can let me know what sort of improvements you think we should make. Now obviously, like I said before, we need to figure out what we want as a road, and we will be expanding the rest of the village in this direction here. But is there little things we can do to make it better? Obviously, the villagers are not going to get out, or they would have done so by now, but there's lots of things that I'm sure we can do. And landscaping, of course, will be done, but I'm going to wait until we get a better road system in. But yeah, so let me know what sort of improvements we can make, or little touches like this banner rope, things that would just make it cute and dress it up. I want this to feel like a very close, clustered little village, but like really cute, you know, not crowded and ugly. Well, I suppose we are about as prepared as we can get. We've got all the materials to make lots and lots of beds. So the next thing to do is just get started and go into the nether. Let's just go over here and then start a tunnel downward. I'm just going to dig in here because it's close to home and not too terribly dangerous. Alright people, here we go. The first bed. I think there should be adequate. I think. Oh, now it feels kind of close. I don't know, we'll have to just see. Woo! Alright, what do we got? Oh, quite a bit of lava. Okay. We'll just, block you off. Thank you very much, lava. Okay, I don't see any netherite, but you don't expect it on your first pass anyway, do ya? Let's keep going. Oh my gosh, finally. That took so long. I think it's just one though, unfortunately. But hey, I'm grateful for even just one. Now remember, we've already picked one up before, so we didn't get the advancement this time. Alright, let's keep going. Well, guys, we did not too badly. It's been about an hour and we've got 12 ancient debris. Now that is 3 different pieces of gear that we can upgrade. So I'd say on the whole, we really haven't done too bad. But our pickaxe is almost dead, so it's time to head home. We still have a little bit of wool left, so we could go for a little longer, but the pickaxe, well, we can't kill our pickaxe, can we? So let's head home and maybe we can upgrade at least a couple pieces of our gear. So I'm actually thinking that I would like to do my boots for one. And definitely my silk touch pick because we use him a lot. And now I can't decide between my axe or one of my armor. I do have a better helmet in here. My helmet is pretty darn good. So that could also be upgraded. Let's go ahead and do the helmet. Guys, look how cool we look. Actually, the helmet is less impressive with a diamond chest plate, that's for sure. But guys, I think that is going to do it for today's episode. I am so happy with what we got done. We've got this adorable village. Guys, look. I mean, I'm so happy with this, and I can't wait to see where this goes. We've got netherite. We're so fancy. We are getting ready to fight the dragon. Next episode, I can't decide. I would either like to expand on our village, because we definitely need something like a automatic carrot farm set up and things like that. Or we could build a gunpowder farm and a sugarcane farm. So you guys let me know what you'd like to see next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below. I love chatting with all of you, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody!